to another video on FTV. Today's a bit of an interesting one. It's been one that I've been waiting for quite a while, and it's a video on a Volkswagen Golf, but it's quite a different Golf. It's had quite a few bits to it, so without further ado, let me introduce you to the owner, Sohail. Sohail, how you doing, man?
How you doing? You good, yeah?
Good. We use hand sanitizer. Anyways, so thanks for jumping onto the channel. And
I appreciate you. Thank you for having me.
Nah, man, it's good. It's good. Shall we have a spin around the car?
Yeah, go on then.
Yeah. So
yeah.
What you can do, if you can, start from the front and we'll just go around towards the back. So just tell me what you've had done to the car, because don't correct me if I'm wrong. It's a Volkswagen Golf GT TDI.
Correct. 2 litre.
See, looks much better than GTD. It actually looks quite nice. I'm sure you guys would agree. So it's a 2 litre diesel. What power are you running?
So at the moment it's on 197 BPH and 450 newton meters of torque.
Yeah.
From a stage 1 map.
450 newton meters.
Yeah.
Just to put that into perspective, guys, a 140i has 500 newton meters of torque, isn't it? Yeah,
I believe so. Yeah.
That's quite a lot of torque from a diesel. I'm pretty sure being a diesel, you get decent fuel economy.
Yeah, not bad.
That's
40s when I'm spanking it, so can't complain, can I?
I get 40s when I'm in Eco Pro. Jeez, I think I need to reevaluate my financial decisions. Anyways, so evidently you've had quite a bit of stuff done to the car. So lights, are these Golf R lights or GTD lights?
So these are the GTD or Golf R, they're both the same, but yeah, it's the 7.5 lights. So I retrofitted these and those. Yeah. And then this is the GTD grille.
Ah, right. So that's where you've not been one of those.
Chrome.
You've not been one of those where you've just put a badge on the car. He's been smart there. So you've taken the badge off.
Nah. So yeah, it did come with a badge, but I was like, nah, I'm not trying to be no GTD. So I took the badge off straight away, and then obviously I've got my splitter as well. So my front splitter.
That's quite. What make is it? Is it? Because it's quite an aggressive splitter, this.
eBay special.
Oh, is it eBay special?
Yeah.
Yeah, top quality stuff, that. To be fair, eBay stuff, even I've got some cars, I've got some bits of my car from eBay. It makes sense. Anyways, so wheels-wise, you've obviously upgraded the wheels as well.
So yeah, stock, this car came with 17-inch, I think it's called Dijon wheels. Okay. But these are the Bowler FLCs, 18s. Yeah. And then, and I've got PS4 all round. And then obviously, you can see, I've gone for like a green accent sort of vibe around the outside. So I've got my calipers in acid green.
Plate as well.
Yeah.
Good stuff. And you've also got chameleon tint.
So yeah, you can't see it properly now because obviously it's a bit dark, but it's like a orangey bluish sort of light tinge. Yeah, so really pops during the summer, and obviously when the sun is directly shining on it. Yeah. Moving to the side, so got black what these called again?
Covers.
Black wing mirror covers. I've got dynamic indicators.
Oh, the sweeping ones.
Yeah, so the sweeping
I've seen
ones.
Quite a few cars with them. Yeah. Like Golfs. I've even seen BMWs with them as well. A lot of people are.
It's a big craze nowadays. Yeah, everyone seems to get them now. I think they're starting to do them from factory now as well. Like I know Audi do it from factory now. So
Audi's been doing it from factory for quite a while. Yeah. The back is the interesting part of the car. So let's have a look at the back. Let's have a look. So if you're gonna bring the camera round towards the back. So lighting wise, actually lighting's all right here. What's the lighting like, cameraman? Good.
So the back is I would say the most drastic change from stock. Yeah. So just moving top to bottom. So I've got the Oettinger style spoiler, which is a carbon fiber, and then I've got again moving with the 7.5 theme. I've done 7.5 rear lights. Also tinted them because I'm going for like a sort of murdered out look. Yeah. As you can see by
so it matches the tinted windows.
So I've got limo tints on the backs. Everything from the B pillar backwards is all limo tints. Yeah. And then this is where the controversy, shall we call it, is. So I've got a 4-inch tip, twin tip GTI style exhaust. Okay. So yeah, I got
is it a bit of an identity crisis?
Some people have said that. They're like, oh, it's a diesel. You've got a GTD grille at the front. Why have you got a GTI exhaust on the back?
But it sits quite nice. You've not had it lowered yet, have you?
Not yet, no.
Are you planning on lowering?
Yeah, I'm planning on doing a 25mm drop all round.
Hey, you've got quite a nice fitment.
Yeah.
It's 25mm quite a bit.
Yeah, because when it is with the wheels, they're 8.5J, so there was no need for spaces. So if it's just in terms of it's just getting dropped. Yeah. And so it should look very, very nice.
And the colour itself is, what's the colour called? Golf's, you've got quite a few different.
This one I believe is limestone grey.
Limestone. So yeah, I remember watching a LLF video like back in the days when he had the limestone grey Golf. Oh, I remember that. You may, I don't know if you watched, but yeah, he had a limestone grey Golf R. So quite a nice colour because it's not that common as well. And I think that's the theme with this whole car. It's
just trying to be different. Yeah,
exactly. Because how many Golfs do we see out there? I mean, at one point even I had a Golf and I felt like I blended in quite a bit with just everyone. But no, good stuff. Shall we have a look at the inside?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do a quick chop. So we've had a look at the outside. Sohail, time for you to show us what you've had done on the inside, man.
So first thing you probably noticed is that this isn't a standard steering wheel. So this is a forged carbon wheel that I got. So it's a GTI. It's got like the GTI accent, so it's got like the red 12 o'clock ring. But the thing is, what I've done is I got a friend to make me a GT badge.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Because, they come
fits in nice.
GTD and GTI.
Yeah.
Or with the Golf R.
Yeah. So what he did was he just chopped the D off and then just made the badge. And then.
Sorry, there was an immature bit that came in, chopped the D off. Go and carry on.
Naughty boy. So yeah, also we've got custom leather car mats, and then with the whole red sort of like interior theme. Yeah. So on the outside I've gone for green, but in the red, because obviously my dials and whatnot, it's all red. So I thought, so I've got red paddle shifters here.
Are they the ones, are the stick-on ones, or are they?
No, right, so what it is, you take. There's a little pin with all these wheels. Yeah, so you take that stock and then you put the new ones in.
That looks nice, because you know what? I've seen you must have seen quite a few of them. They just stick on ones.
Yeah, but they ended up just falling off, especially if you like, if you're planning on using them. Then they just fall off. It's just pointless. And then obviously I've got red footwell lights. I did have ambient lighting all round. But I did take it out because I got a cheap one and it didn't last long. So I will be putting a new ambient pack in sometime soon.
Oh, nice.
But
you've got quite a few plans with the car, isn't it?
Yeah, I've still got a fair bit to go before I say it's finally finished. Yeah.
But I mean, aesthetically, as far as it goes, it's unique. I like it because number one, you don't get many limestone grey ones, and number two, how many do you actually get that have like had work like this done? Because you can, it's quite easy to get your let them go by. Because it's quite easy to get, a lot of people get rotiforms or like dynamics and like similar wheels. But no, I like what you've done with the car because they look quite similar to Pretorius.
They do look like Prets, but however these are only 8.2 kg. So they're very lightweight. So honestly, handling has greatly improved since I've put them on.
Does the steering wheel get lighter?
Not so much, but I feel like it's more in tune because with lighter wheels it's less unsprung mass. Yeah. So then.
Oh, decent. Okay.
So then the car, honestly, you just point in a direction, it just goes now. Yeah. Considering I've not put springs or an ARB on yet.
And I think also what will probably help towards that is the fact the steering feel.
Yeah. So this new one is more like ergonomically designed. So when your thumb's just proper like slot in place, it's like I'm in an F1 car.
Steering wheels make a big difference. I think even if you go for like an Alcantara steering wheel, it makes a
huge difference. Because if you think about it, that's what you're touching.
Yeah. Well,
majority of the time, innit?
Yeah.
So you gotta have a nice steering wheel, isn't it?
Yeah, true. But no, Volkswagens do make nice steering wheels. But that's pretty much it. And what else? Are we missing anything? I mean, you've got a few wind deflectors. That's obviously quite
got wind
useful.
Deflectors. I got my social media tags. Oh yeah. Pictures. Obviously tints.
Log.
I think that's about it.
Yeah. I like it. Well, good stuff, man. Let's. We've had a look around. Let's go for a drive.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah. See you guys inside the car. So, just for your viewing pleasure, we're going to start off with road control. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, if you're wondering why we look a bit different, why I've got trim and Sohail hasn't, we haven't swapped trims. We've just some time has elapsed since the.
Some time has passed since the last video.
Since the last video, audio issues meant that we're back here again. But anyways, so yeah, ready when you are.
vibration noises.
Because
just general driving vibration noises.
That's one thing that put me off on my GTI was the wheel bar. Anyways, we're not talking about anything else. What we're talking about? Anything else? Blah, blah, blah. We're not talking about any other car. We're just going to be talking about this car today. So, I'll tell you what we'll start off with is why did you go out and think, right, I'm going to go out and I'm going to buy a Golf GT TDI?
Well, I decided I do need a diesel in my life because I do a lot of motorway journeys for work, so I'm always going to Manchester. I do approximately 70 miles a day. That's me just going to work and back.
Oh, excluding personal miles.
And then I'll go meet friends, that's another 30-40 miles. I could do nearly 100 to 120 miles just if I want to chill. So a diesel was definitely needed, and I wanted a hatchback as well. So then the options were like the 120D, the GT TDI. I was like, I couldn't do a 1.6 because it's just there's just no kick to them. The A3 TDI, and I felt like for the price and for the spec and practicality and stuff like that, I felt like this was the best option. Plus this had more modding potential as well, because I've always been into my cars and I've always wanted to mod it.
I mean, from what we've already seen, and we've already done a bit of walk around, and you guys would have seen some of the overlay footage as well, the stuff that's been done to the car. So that's you've gone and done what you wanted to do with the car, which is
still more to go, but yeah.
Oh, you got okay. I was going to get onto that. So A3 TDI, they're under the skin, they're the same. The only difference is that they're just not.
I prefer the interior. I prefer the interior of the Golf and the looks of the Golf compared to the A3.
Yeah, but from the outside, I've always been a Golf fan. Like as much as I'd like to say I'm a BMW guy, there's a big part of me, and I'm not ashamed to say that. I just love Golfs. Like they tick every single box. So, and I get where you're coming from for price. In my opinion, I'd say the build quality is probably a little bit better, isn't it? It'll be. Yeah, I think it'll be quite similar. All right, so that pretty much, is like the choice that you'd probably want to go for. If I was in that boat, I'd probably go for. But how come you didn't decide to go for a GTD?
So insurance is a big factor. So I've had this car nearly 2 years. I got this car 7 months after passing my license. 8 months after. I had a Yaz before this. And then I got this more or less after a couple of months in that. So it was a case of I just could not get insured on it. Otherwise I would have 100% bought a GTD. But if you think about it,
saying that, it looks better than a GTD now.
It's the same engine. The only issue, because I got the GT spec, so it comes standard 150, which is what 30 horsepower less. It's just the turbo and the injectors that are different from my car compared to a GTD, right? One simple map, I'm to 195 with no hardware.
So you're pushing more power than a GTD now.
Exactly.
That's good.
Plus a couple of customization mods.
Have you ever found yourself on a de-restricted road, whether that's a private road, next to a GTD?
I have indeed, and just know they are loving my back end. They're like, oh wow, you've done some modifications to the rear of that car, haven't you? I'm like, yes I have.
Oh, so okay, so it's.
They've not had a chance to look at the front end yet.
It's the same engine. Well, I think the injectors may be a bit different, or some small differences here and there, but fundamentally you said the engine's the same, so I think we assume.
Same block.
So okay, well, see what you've done is you've basically gone for a GT TDI to save yourself, and the money that you've saved on insurance, you was got the monster, which is a smart way of going about it.
Plus you got to remember this car is cheaper than a GTD, but with the mods I've done to it, right? I've made it look this way, and it's still less than what a GTD would cost at that time. So I think GTDs were going for like because I wanted a good spec one. They were like 12-ish, like a decent price, like back then. I picked this up for 7.5. So that's what, 4.5 grand.
Well, the difference from the very get-go. On top of that, let's not forget all the insurance money that you would have saved as well.
Exactly.
So you've done quite a few things to it. But so, what were the few bits that you potentially what don't you like about the car? What are the few things that kind of annoy you? I should say that before we do actually go into
love the fact that I can drive very hard, right? Especially on the motorway or just in general. I can do for prolonged hard driving, and I'm still getting like 40 mpg, even if I'm sending it.
So you've been driving it hard now. What's the mpg that you're getting at the moment? Let's just see.
Alright, we're on 30 at the moment.
But considering I've been
considering I was in idle since we parked up as well.
Oh yeah, you had to, yeah. It's probably not the best idea, but you did. Any chance? We'll get to the end of the problem and do a U-turn to come back. Alright, so fuel economies, I guess, one thing.
So whenever I go to shows with all my petrol boys, they're all doing 65 at the moment. Whereas I'm comfortably cruising at 80 and still getting the same, still getting better MPG than all of them.
Yeah, probably getting double.
Just do 10 here.
Yeah, actually, let's do a quick U-turn here. And then we'll get on to like a few more points if you've got any in your mind. That's a nice house.
Yeah, very nice houses around here. So do one day when
Not
FTV flies off.
Not here. Probably not even get Wi-Fi down here. The torque is what's the figures? So go on, touch up on the figures a bit.
So 197 bph and 450 newton meters torque.
197.
Yeah.
And so what's the torque?
450.
That is quite a lot. Just to give you an idea, the M240 has got 500. Yeah, I think when you're in the right torque band, then it is.
Yeah, a little sweet spot between 2 and 3. Yeah, it really flies. Especially second gears.
That's what I like about diesels. The diesels too. I know people shit on diesels quite a bit for. I mean, especially governments now. That's what they're doing. But for a lot of people who do appreciate a good car, they appreciate a good diesel as well. And I think especially Germans are now treating the diesels very well. So that's just in sport mode, is that in drive?
That's just in manual.
Oh, you're using the pedals. Oh, right, okay. Alright, so, well, fuel economy, the way it looks, they're the things that have obviously swayed you to get in this car. If there was anything that you could change, or one thing that you do want to change about the car? Start off with things that you don't like, and what have you done about them?
Lack of noise, I can't lie, is the major drawback, especially with having especially with having a diesel itself.
Yeah.
It's just the lack of noise is it's not great. The way to rectify that is by doing the EGR blank and the DPF delete.
Then you've got the whistly sound as well, don't you? Then.
Yeah, and then it sounds like quite deep, but then you're going into the territory of taking the DPF out, EGR,
and then MOT issues.
Yeah, it gets very very techy very quickly.
Yeah, I mean that's the nature of a diesel car, though, is the fact that you're just gonna get. You're just not going to get the sound, no matter how much you want. I mean, I know even like with some diesels, like Hamid's car, camera
person, as he liked to refer to himself in that video. He said camera person.
Yeah, that's what he said, camera person. Yeah, he's got a 330D X-Drive, which you guys have probably seen the video already, and that actually sounds quite. I've always liked the sound of 6-cylinder diesels.
Exactly.
But I get where you're coming from.
That's exactly what my next would be inline 6.
Oh, I was actually going to get onto that. So what are you planning on next? Are you planning on doing any more mods before getting another car? Or?
I think I will have this car for about another year.
Yeah.
I will do my final touches on mods, plus stage 2.
Oh, so you got stage 2 planned then?
Stage 2 planned. Finish off the. I just need the spoiler, not spoiler, sorry. Splitter, diffuser, side skirts.
Yeah.
And I think then I'm done on the outside.
Yeah.
Might pinstripe it, and then all hardware, so induction.
Won't stage 2 be an EGR delete anyway, and all that kind of stuff? You just funny said I'm not going to go down that route because it's so much headache.
Nah, I said it's techie.
Oh, it is. Yeah, you didn't say you weren't actually. Yeah, it is techie, but you gotta do it. You gotta do it.
Exactly.
It'll make a big difference. What power are you kind of pushing with?
So I'll be on about 230, 240.
Oh, okay.
It's another like 50 newton meters on top.
So
power-wise,
BHP-wise, you're running like close to
GTI level.
GTI performance pack level.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Plus, on the line right now, I take a GTI because I think stock GTI is going to be 350 torque.
Okay.
Obviously I've got 450. So off the line up until maybe like 50, I would say.
Yeah.
Right. I'm gone, and then.
So like once you're like third
high speeds is game over. I can't lie.
Yeah. Well, that's the beauty of petrol engines. Is you just got that more power. You're more likely and you're more wanting to chase the red line, whereas with the diesel, you're just wanting to stay in that
longer
thick,
gears.
high end power band that you get, that torque that you get. It's quite satisfying. It's quite satisfying feeling driving a torquey diesel. All right, good stuff. So that's on stage 2. Presuming you mentioned you touched on 6-cylinder diesel.
Yeah, I think my next car will be a 430D.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I will probably get the extra version.
Yeah.
Just because at the end of the day, it is my daily. And
yeah.
I don't know, especially because when it comes to like all weathers and stuff like that, the rear wheel drive can get a bit techie. I don't know if you remember when it was snowing Fes's car.
Oh, I wasn't out then.
Oh, okay.
But it kept on getting stuck.
Yeah, he got stuck on that hill. Whereas Hamid's car, right up it, not an issue.
That's the beauty of X-Drive. But then again, sometimes it's completely up to you as well. In some cases, you may feel like, you know what, it doesn't snow enough for me to warrant getting an X-Drive. That could be,
the joys of living in
Yeah.
joys of living where we live though.
That's the thing.
It snows for fun.
Yeah, it does actually for you, does.
Yeah,
where you live.
Yeah, exactly. It snows for fun.
Yeah. Well, in that case, then probably an X-Drive would do. Alright, that's pretty much it, man. One thing before we end, go to the outro, what's socials? You just want to plug your socials for a bit?
Yeah, you can go straight for a bit. So yeah, you can follow me on Instagram and on TikTok, sohail.gtil. On TikTok we're close to hitting 20k, so
Oh, nice.
that's a good milestone.
Yeah. That's it, pretty much, yeah. Good stuff. Right, guys, well, thanks for staying till the end of the drive. I'm going to see you guys on the outro in a few seconds. Nice one. So, thanks, man.
Nah, I appreciate you having me down.
No, it's not a problem. I mean, for you guys out there, you would have heard on the inside, we spoke about the differences between, GTD and obviously this. It makes sense, and for a lot of young drivers out there who may live in areas where insurance is through the roof, and I mean, we know quite a few ourselves. It makes sense to go save yourself a bit of insurance money. Maybe go down a spec, but then the money that you've saved, make it better than what you would have got originally anyway. It makes sense to me. I mean, it's a lot of people do that with 330Ds, and then they'll tune it to to the point where the power's more than a 335D. Yeah, obviously there's a bit of difference there, but you've made it personal. And I think, look, for there's a lot of Golfs out there, as we've already mentioned, but for people out there who are looking to actually look to save the money and make it your own, make it special, make it unique. So on that note, thanks for watching, guys, and Sohail, nice one.
Nice one, bro.
See you guys in a bit.
We're recording.
It's a Golf. I thought my mind was
mic on, yeah?
Oh, is it on? Is it working? Oh yeah, it's working. Take 2.